right, everybody, welcome to our senior night for Yasmin Brown. She is our only senior, and according to my daughters Adeline and Rylan, she is also known as Yasmin Bennett. She is escorted by Veronica Brown, her mother, and her brother Martez Williams. She came to TBC in 2018, and she is graduating with an interdisciplinary studies with a concentration in business and physical education. She would like to pursue a master's degree in sports management. And the final words that she would like to say to her teammates, coaches, teachers, and school. To my teammates, coaches, teachers, and to my school, I would like to say thank you. To my teammates, thank you for pushing me every day to be the best player I can be. To my coaches, thank you for believing in me even before I believed in myself. To my teachers, thank you for instilling knowledge in me that I will take with me in this next chapter of life. And to my school, thank you for surrounding me with such amazing people who have poured into my life time and time again. I will forever be grateful for my time here as an Eagle. Now the girls are going to start giving you some stuff, so get your arms ready. Here it goes.
Yasmin! Woo!
Yeah. My final words to Yasmin. I am so proud of the young woman that Yasmin has turned out to be. She is dedicated, loyal, hardworking, and an amazing big sister to my children, Adeline and Rylan. I have seen her grow so much from someone who didn't really smile a lot to someone who has so much joy, especially when she is around kids. She is someone that everyone roots for on this team. When she makes a play or goes into the game, her entire team supports her. Even now, as you can tell, how much she is loved. I have loved being her coach and all the times that we get to sit at the house and just hang out.
Mom.
You're running out of hands over here. I can't wait to see what she chooses to do in life because not only is she incredibly smart, but she succeeds at whatever she puts her mind to do. Thank you, Yaz, for allowing me to speak into your life. Thank you for being a part of our family, and thank you for giving me the privilege of being your coach. You mean the world to us. Good luck in everything that you do, and you better not be a stranger. We love you, Yazzie Poo. You know I had to put that one in there. All right, stand there for a picture. Marlon. Smile, Yasmin.
Don't cry, Lee.
Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we are here at TBC Softball Complex for senior night. As you just saw, our lone senior on the team, wearing number 4, Miss Yasmin Brown, getting honored just a few minutes ago. If you missed it, don't worry. We got it. It's on this same feed right at the beginning. So when you're through watching the ball game, you can go back and check out Yasmin Brown with her mother and her brother and Coach Leah Bennett out there on the field. And we're glad you're able to join us here on this absolutely beautiful Monday late afternoon and into the evening. The game times were originally 1 and 3 o'clock, but they have been moved to 5 and 7. And that's a good thing because now we're able to bring it to you live here on TBC Eagles. I'm Ray Bureau, and as always, my son Dean back on the camera for TBC Eagles Athletics here on YouTube and the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Here's a batting order for the Edward Waters College Tigers. Leading things off will be the first baseman, Valeria Johnson. Batting second, playing third, will be Jade Mention. Batting third is a designated player, Ivy Moreland. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, shortstop Brooke Spalding. Batting fifth in right, Passion Mills. Batting sixth and playing left field will be Caitlin Lemug. Batting seventh at second base will be Jasmine Lemug. Batting eighth in center field is Ashley Combast. Batting ninth, doing the catching, will be Emily Smith. And on the mound, not in the batting order, the flex player and the pitcher, Milani Sablin. There you see Yasmin Brown out there on the mound. She's going to get things started here for Coach Leah Bennett in her second season at the helm. She is a graduate of Florida State University and an NCAA Division I national champion. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, they are led by head coach Mr. Manny Perez in his third season. Coach Perez is a 2003 graduate of Columbia College, and he is assisted by Mr. Brian Daly and Mr. Tony Huggins, both of them also in their third season, helping to lead the Edward Waters College Tigers. Well, Yasmin Brown, what I'm told is she's going to throw some pitches and then head on out to her normal position in right field. And then we'll probably get a look at Mackenzie Fry. While I have a moment, I want to say hello to my good friend, Mr. Josh Jackson. Not sure what he'd want me to say, but we just ask you to keep Josh and his family in your prayers as they're going through a little bit of tough times in their lives right now. So, hello, Josh. Hope you're able to watch here on TBC Eagles as your Tigers, who are 14 and 9, battle the Trinity Baptist College Eagles, who come in today's play at 3 and 20. Both these teams played Florida National University Friday here at TBC, and then Saturday at Edward Waters. Florida National swept Trinity Baptist and I believe split a doubleheader with the EWC Tigers. Yasmin Brown getting ready for her first pitch to Valeria Johnson, and it is on the outside corner for a strike. Yasmin has never pitched before. Look at a smile on her face as she now gets to say she was a starting pitcher in the college ranks. So no balls and a strike to Valeria Johnson. And this one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. As it stands right now, there might be some changes very soon. Crystal Haynes at third. Katie Gooden, the shortstop. Jordan Hartung is playing second. And Haley Crosby at first. Give you the outfield in a moment. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. This one is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. In left field for the Eagles. Joining us here today, Women's Basketball National Championship participant Moesha Jones getting a chance to play softball once again here at the end of the season. 2 balls and a strike, and a looper towards short. Gooden's going to charge but not have a play, and that would have been a very tough and close play. And that's going to go down as an error on the shortstop. Had a good chance at the out. It would have been close, but Valeria Johnson is aboard with nobody out. Jade Mention, the third baseman, at the plate now for the Edward Waters College Tigers. There's a runner on the move on the first pitch. Fry's throw down is on target, but a little bit late, and a stolen base for Johnson. Elizabeth Rodriguez is in center, and Maggie Burkhalter is in right. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one in the dirt. Brittany Fry has a good arm back there behind the plate, and even though with the slow pitch coming from Brown, she made a really close play out there at second base, but Johnson got in under the tag. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch in the dirt. Runner going towards third. Fry's throw again just a little bit late. That's going to be a wild pitch. Charge to Brown. Yasmin having a terrific time out there, and we'll give you some information about Yasmin as we get an opportunity. 3 balls, no strikes, and that one catches the outside corner for strike 1. Yasmin is the daughter of Ms. Veronica Brown, and her brother is Martez Williams. She came to Trinity Baptist in 2018. That ball fours in the dirt and gets by, and a run is in as Johnson scores, and the Tigers lead 1-0. That is an unearned run. Jade mentioned at first, Ivy Moreland steps up to the plate. And talking about Yasmin, haven't gotten to the stats for the Tigers. We'll start doing that in just a bit, as that one misses low and inside. Ivy Moreland's hitting .397, 1 homer, but 22 runs driven in. Valeria Johnson's at .387. And Brown's pitch is upstairs, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Jade Mention came in hitting .333. So 2 balls, no strikes. This is a first of 2. Pull up a chair, a lot of softball here tonight. Hard ground ball towards short. Gooden will flip to second for 1. The relay throw to first is not in time. Very close play at first, but Ivy Moreland hustled. And credit Moreland for digging it out, avoiding the double play. The Eagles do get the out at second. Fielder's choice to Ivy Moreland. 1 out, 1 run is in, and the cleanup hitter, shortstop Brooke Spalding, who is hitting .266. 1 home run and 18 RBIs. This one gets away from Fry, and Moreland will trot on down to second base. That's going to be a pass ball charge to the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes. And Brown delivers, and a hot shot just fouled down the left field line. Yasmin is graduating with interdisciplinary studies and a concentration in business and physical education. I am reading the same exact script Coach Bennett read during Yasmin's senior night ceremony. Yasmin is going to pursue her master's degree in sports management. She does a lot of stats keeping for us here, especially with the basketball program, and she is absolutely terrific at doing just that. She gets this one on the outside corner, so it's 1-2 on Brooke Spalding. And a pitch. This one is in the dirt and then bounces and hits the batter, so Spalding will be aboard. 1 out, and it brings up right fielder Passion Mills. She is hitting .364. No homers, no runs driven in. Limited opportunity, 4 for 11 on the season. Well, we want to congratulate Yasmin as she is about to finish up her senior year here at Trinity Baptist College. Meanwhile, Mills showed bunt, pulled it back, and took ball 1 and a snap throw down to second. That's Elizabeth Rodriguez coming in from center field. And Brittany Fry was trying to catch Ivy Moreland off guard, but Moreland was aware, and she is back on the bag. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one misses outside for ball 2. Now Mackenzie Fry is warming up in the bullpen, and the batting you hear, that's the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. They have some big games coming up, especially against West Nassau this Thursday. And ball 3 misses up and in. 3 balls, no strikes. This is Passion Mills, the Tigers' right fielder. And a 3-0 from Brown, and this one hits the batter, and that loads up the bases. That will move Spalding to second. Moreland to third. And then Yasmin Brown, as she trots on out to right field, she is getting a great ovation from her friends and family in the stands. Again, her first time she's ever pitched. And now she's heading out there with a huge smile on her face, and that's amazing to see. Mackenzie Fry takes over on the mound. So Yasmin Brown did go 1/3 of an inning, 1 unearned run, but she is responsible for the 3 runners on base. And Mackenzie Fry steps up with a record of 1 win and 3 losses on the season, a 3.82 ERA. Had a little trouble Saturday against Florida National late in the game. She was cruising until the 7th inning, game number 1. But other than that, she has been spectacular since getting cleared by her physicians to pitch, and she just threw a blazing fastball in the warm-up. Mackenzie Fry will be making her 10th appearance overall. This is, well, she's actually in relief, so 4 games started. 25 2/3 innings pitched, 34 hits, 23 runs, only 14 of those earned. Fry has walked 18 and struck out 19, and the bulk of those walks came when she was just getting back into the groove of pitching. Again, really just a few weeks ago after getting cleared to throw. She inherits bases loaded and 1 out, and a first pitch fastball misses low and away. Jasmine Lamug, the second baseman, at the plate for the EWC Tigers. She's hitting .283, 1 homer and 18 runs driven in. Edward Waters swept 2 at their place earlier in the season against the Eagles, but it wasn't easy. The Eagles gave them a terrific battle, and Edward Waters came back late in both games from behind, took advantage of a couple of miscues, and ended up with 2 wins. So these 2 teams are familiar with each other, and Eagles trying to get even here tonight. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, and the pitch is low and inside. That is ball 2. Tough situation for Fry to come into. The bases loaded and 1 out. Ivy Moreland, that might be the key to the inning. She hit that ground ball that TBC was able to get the force out at second on, but she hustled and barely beat that throw to first. And that could be a game changer here in the first inning. Here's the 2-0. And a strike on a good fastball right on the outside corner. So 2 balls and a strike. Brown in right, now looking directly into the sun and having to shade her eyes. It's going to be a tough sun field for the right fielders until that sun starts to set. Here's a 2-1 and a high pop foul, and this one is out of play, and the count is now evened up at 2-2. I have to admit, Dean and I weren't expecting to do the games today. They were originally scheduled for 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and because of both of us having class schedules, we were unable to do that. But Coach Leah Bennett informed me late last night that we were able to do these games today, and we're glad to be here and glad you're able to join us here on TBC Eagles. A 2-2 and a ground ball into center field. That's going to score at least 1. Here's another runner around third. She will score. Tigers lead 3-0 and get runners at the corners with 1 out. So I mistakenly said it was Jasmine Lamung. That was Caitlin Lamung with the 2-run single into right center. Both Moreland and Spalding score. Both of those runs will go to Yasmin Brown. Also on the play, Passion Mills goes first to third. 3-0 Tigers lead. And now here's Jasmine Lamung. Runner going and a high pop foul out of play. So we have Mills at third and Caitlin Lamung on first and Jasmine Lamung at the plate. She's the one hitting .283. Caitlin was hitting .293 and just knocked it up over .290 and picked up her 6th and 7th RBIs. Lamung has driven in 7. That's Jasmine. No balls and a strike. Caitlin goes in the dirt and a throw to third. Well, that'll be a stolen base for Caitlin Lamung, and 1 ball and 1 strike. And now Coach Bennett wants to have a talk with Mackenzie and Brittany Fry. Game did get started a few minutes early, and Edward Waters has put 3 on the board with 1 out here in the first. Passion Mills at third. She walked. Caitlin Lamung at first. She just drove in 2 with a base hit. Now Coach Bennett ready, but shortstop Katie Gooden heading over to the dugout. And okay, she's all right. Heading back out to her position now. I think she was just doing a little bit of equipment adjustment. Count of 1-1 on Jasmine Lamug. Hopefully pronouncing that correctly. Fry is ready, and the pitch drops down the bunt. Crosby's going to go home, not in time. And here's Lamug on her way to second. The throw is cut off, and the throw to the plate. And Caitlin Lamung is out trying to score. Passion Mills does score. So what that goes down as is Jasmine Lamung gets an RBI on a sacrifice safety squeeze bunt. She then advances to second on the throw. Passion Mills scores. It is 4-0. Caitlin Lamug is cut down 2-6-2 at the plate. There are 2 outs. Jasmine Lamug will be aboard and credited with a fielder's choice. She's at second, and Ashley Combast is at the plate. Fry's first pitch is in the dirt. Combast is hitting .234, no homers, and 8 RBIs. Of course, Josh Jackson, the sports information director, keeping everything updated for us on Edward Waters College deck stats page. Here's a 1-0 from Fry, and this one misses low and inside. It hit the batter right on top of the foot, so she is aboard. Now runners at first and second with 2 outs. Emily Smith will come to the plate. Close the book on Yasmin Brown now. 1/3 of an inning, 4 runs, 3 of those earned. Both runners on base now belong to Mackenzie Fry. Emily Smith steps in, and the pitch is a fastball that misses up and away. Smith hitting 2 for 20 on the season. She has driven in a couple of runs, and she's also drawn 5 walks, so patient at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch is in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. Again, Fry came into a tough situation. Now trying to work her way out of it and give her offense a chance to come to bat and get a couple of runs in the bottom of the first. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a good fastball, and Smith taking all the way for strike 1. 81 degrees at game time. Winds blowing out of the northwest. A little bit out towards right at about 8 miles per hour. Not going to have a major effect on a fly ball, but could help a well-hit drive towards the right field line. Here's a 2-1. Good changeup by Fry, and she got the swinging strike. Natalia Lopez, an EWC Tiger and a former TBC Eagle, in the dugout for Edward Waters. Not playing this season, but she's still very active and cheering on her team and helping in as many ways as possible. The 2-2 misses low and outside, and the count is full. With 2 outs, expect both runners, Lamung and Combast, to be off as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fry is ready, and the pitch. Little looper, and that's going to drop down for a hit. Rodriguez fields, throws home, and the tag does not apply. As Lamung with a great slide. The throw had beaten her, but she got around that tag, got herself into the score, and it's 5-0. Combast goes first to third, and an RBI single for Emily Smith. A ball not hit all that hard, but perfectly placed. Very good throw by Rodriguez, and an even better slide from Jasmine Lamung. Well, the top of the order, Valeria Johnson. She started the inning reaching on an error. pitch is in there for a strike. Johnson came in hitting .387, 1 homer and 6 RBIs. She has runners at second and third. Smith went to second on the throw to the plate. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, one hops Gooden. She's going to have a little trouble with it and no play, and that is the second error of the inning for the Eagles. On the play, Ashley Combast scores. No RBI credited on the 2-out error, but Emily Smith also takes third. Jade Mention drew a walk her first time up. She squares, runner going, and the pitch is down low, and nobody covering second. We saw that a lot. Florida National took advantage of the middle infielders being pulled way away from the bag. 1 ball, no strike. Stolen base for Valeria Johnson. That's her second of this inning. The 1-0. And that one catches the outside corner. Johnson is now 8 for 9 in stolen base attempts. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jade Mention with 2 runners in scoring position. Hot shot into left field. 1 run is in. Jones comes up. She has a very good arm. She's going to keep Johnson at third, but Emily Smith scores. And a very big first inning for the Edward Waters College Tigers. That's an RBI single for Jade Mention. It is 7-0. Ivy Moreland, like we said, this inning would be over if she didn't hustle earlier in her first at-bat. There's a throw down to second. Another throw coming to the plate. It is not in time. So the double steal pulled off by Mention going to second, and then Johnson taking home. And the Tigers lead 8-0. So Ivy Moreland now with a runner in scoring position. She reached on that fielder's choice, ended up scoring a run, and that one is a fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fry is ready, and the pitch, a high pop foul over near the dugout and out of play. So the count will be 1-2 on Ivy Moreland. Came in hitting .397 with 22 runs driven in. Leads the team in hitting. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The ball hits the dirt, and Fry, that ball was underneath the umpire's feet and not a thing that Fry could do, so everybody is going to be safe and advance a base. That will go as a strikeout and a wild pitch, allowing both runners to reach and advance to third, and it brings up Brooke Spalding. She was hit by a pitch and scored earlier in the inning. And this one gets up and away from Fry, and Moreland will head on into second. That'll be a pass ball charged to the catcher. Jade Minchin at third, Ivy Moreland at second, Brooke Spalding at the plate. 8 runs are in. We're in the top of the first. And the 1-0. Strike called in the outside corner. One ball, one strike. And that's a changeup right down the middle for strike 2. Not the one that Spalding wanted to hit. And the 1-2 on the way, and this one misses upstairs. Two balls, two strikes. And a pitch, swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But a huge first inning for the Tigers. They get 8 runs on 3 hits. 2 walks, 2 hit batsmen, and a couple of errors. Only 3 of the runs earned. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 8-0 Tigers. Bottom of the first, and the Tigers got 8 runs in the first inning, only 3 of them earned. And the Eagles now are going to try to mount a big bottom half of the first, and here's a batting order. Shortstop Katie Gooden will lead it off. Second baseman will be Jordan Hartung batting second. Crystal Haynes will bat third. She's at third base. Mackenzie Fry, the pitcher, will hit fourth. Brittany Fry is the catcher. She will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing first base, Haley Crosby. Batting seventh in center field is Elizabeth Rodriguez. Moesha Jones makes her season debut. She's batting eighth and playing left field. And Yasmin Brown, our lone senior who was honored here before the game, she is now in right field. And she will bat ninth. Eagles are going to face Milani Sablan, who is 5-4 with a 1.84 earned run average on the season. Sablan making her 17th appearance, 9th start. 57 total innings. She's allowed 42 hits, 20 runs, only 15 of those earned. That's where she gets that 1.84 ERA. She's allowed 7 walks while striking out 72 batters in 57 innings. That is a phenomenal total. And she will face Gooden, Hartung, and Haynes for the TBC Eagles. Edward Waters comes in with a record of 14-9. No record, however, in the NAIA Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. Of course, with the craziness we've had this year, sometimes a little hard to schedule the games you want to get. But they are playing some good ball. They struggled at first, and they've come on to win a whole bunch of ball games late in the season. Tigers had themselves a 9-game winning streak in March. They've won 5 out of their last 7 as well. Katie Gooden will lead it off. She drops down. Sablan will field, turn, and throw to first in time for the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and Jordan Hartung will step up to the plate. Sablon's first pitch to Jordan Hartung is in there for a strike. Hartung comes in hitting .309. Katie Gooden at .364 before her tap out right back to the pitcher. And a good hard fastball. Hartung gave it a big rip. Fouled it straight back into the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sablon ready and the pitch, and this one misses well outside. Count of 1-1, or 1-2 rather, and the pitch. High pop up. This one's over the backstop and out of play. Lonnie Sablon, a local product from Orange Park, Florida's Ridgeview High School, enjoying her freshman season at Edward Waters College. This is a hard throwing right-hander. 1-2, and this one is in the dirt. Again, in case you missed it, Sablon has struck out 72 batters and now 57 in a third innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jordan Hartung, the Eagles' second baseman. And the pitch, line drive towards left. That's going to be caught on the run. Charging it and making the play is Caitlin the Mug. So 2 good defensive plays. Hartung stung that one, but just like the Eagles did against Florida National, especially in Game 2 of Saturday's doubleheader, they have another well-hit ball right at somebody and caught. Crystal Haynes, the Eagles' third baseman, at the plate. Swing and a miss at a good sinking fastball. Haynes hitting .170. 5 runs driven in. The 0-1, swing and a miss, another sinking fastball. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2, ground ball hit well towards short, but a good play and a throw to first. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. However, the tag is applied. Valeria Johnson had to come off, but she was able to make the catch and sweep the tag, and that ends the inning. So 3 good defensive plays, 1 by the pitcher, 1 in left field, and 1 there at first base. Sablon gets the Eagles 1-2-3, and after 1, Tigers lead 8-0. Big first inning for the Tigers. They got 8 on the board, and they're coming to the plate leading 8-0 with hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up. Passion Mills, Caitlin Lemug, and Jasmine Lemug. Mackenzie Fry will have a chance at a fresh start here in the top of the second. The 4 runs that she allowed were all unearned. She allowed 3 hits. And Passion Mills step up to the plate first here in the second. She walked and scored in that big first inning. I do recognize most of the names on this Tigers roster. I've seen them here a couple times a year for the past few years. Not that young of a ball club anymore. They're now well experienced, and they're playing some very good softball. First pitch from Fry is a fastball just a little bit up above the zone. Passion Mills, a junior from Wildwood High School in Wildwood, Florida. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a ground ball towards second. Hartung will flip to first. Crosby covering, and that's out number 1. Not easy to get Passion Mills on a play like that. She can run, but Hartung charged in. Crosby got back to the bag. Hartung made a really good flip right on target. Caitlin Lamug drove home at 2 with a base hit into right field her first time up. She went to Northwest Florida State College before transferring to Edward Waters College. She and Jasmine are Jacksonville products. Caitlin, a junior. She takes the first pitch for strike 1. Both the LeBug sisters went to Northwest Florida State College. Here is the 0-1. She shows bunt, but pulls back on a pitch low and inside. EWCTigerPride.com. That's where we're getting the information for the Edward Waters College Tigers. And, of course, TBCEagles.com. I have the pleasure of keeping that site up to date. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the pitch misses just up above the zone. Fry wanted that call but didn't get it, and it's 2-1. Crosby in very close at first. Crystal Haynes playing in front of the bag at third. And outfielders have to deal with that sun. Here's a pitch, a changeup that is called outside for ball 3. Looked like the right hand started to flinch for just a moment, but the umpire pulled it back in and called the pitch outside. 3 balls and a strike. And a looper into center field, and Rodriguez, after coming in, that ball got further out than I thought off the bat, and Rodriguez was able to break back. She runs well, and she was able to track that one down. So well hit fly ball into center. That is out number 2. Jasmine Lamung squeezed home a run in the first. That was a safety squeeze. Two outs, bases empty. Fry delivers and misses up and away. Fry came into a very tight situation in the first. Bases loaded and 1 out. Started this inning fresh and got the first 2 hitters. Now the 1-0. Swung on and missed. A terrific fastball. First of 2 here tonight. We will stop the feed at the conclusion of game number 1 and start up a brand new one right as game 2 begins. Usually about half an hour in between games. A ball and a strike, 2 outs, bases empty, and this one is downstairs. So 2 balls and a strike. And this one also misses low and inside. It's 3-1. Fry takes a long look. Lung pulls back the bat, puts a good rip on it, a little late, and she fouls it off. Tomorrow, the Eagles host Fort Valley State, a team they split a doubleheader with a couple of weeks ago in Fort Valley, Georgia. That doubleheader has been moved to 2 p.m. tomorrow. There's a ground ball foul down the third base side, and Coach Perez didn't bring his glove, so we won't charge him with an error on that one. That was a well-hit ball. Full count, bases are empty. And the pitch, ground ball towards second. Hartung snares it and has an easy play at first. Well, a fresh start to the second inning, and Mackenzie Fry gets the Tigers 1-2-3, but that big first inning is the difference as we go to the bottom of the second, with Edward Waters leading 8-0. Bottom of the second, hitters 4, 5, and 6 are due up for the Eagles. Mackenzie Fry, Brittany Fry, and Haley Crosby. Beautiful Monday late afternoon. Going to be evening very soon. A big first inning for the Tigers. That's the difference right there as they lead 8-0. Mackenzie Fry, Brittany Fry, and Haley Crosby are the scheduled hitters. Mackenzie steps in hitting .359, 2 home runs, and 10 runs driven in. Again, that doubleheader tomorrow has moved to 2 p.m. We'll not be able to bring that to you, however. Good first pitch fastball with a lot of life on it. Fry nods her head yes in agreement for strike one. Hey, Milani Sablon throwing some bullets. Here's the 0-1, and that fastball misses outside. Coach Jones, I know you got to see some of the NCAA basketball tournament. You must have had a great time.
Oh, yes, sir.
Here's a 1-1, swing and a miss. Coach Jones is now in attendance here as Fry swings through it. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You watched that UCLA Gonzaga. I watched that one too. I missed the final. But like you said in your post, that was probably the best college game ever. And a throw to first just in time. That'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. Fry hustled and made it a really close play at first. Johnson actually caught the ball off the bag and just barely stepped on the bag before Fry did. Coach, that was the best college game I've ever seen. I know that. Brittany Fry, the catcher, at the plate. .355 on the season, and she takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Sablon ready, and the 0-1, and this one is low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach, of course, you and your team, you had a great season also. And the women's basketball. And the 1-1. And if you want, I'll hook up the other mic for you. All right. I'll hand this off to Dean, and he'll get it plugged in for you. 2 balls and a strike. And this one is fouled off to the right side. This one misses just a little bit low. Good eye by Brittany Fry. Coach, especially that 8-game winning streak the men's basketball team had, and I believe at one point you'd won 11 out of 12. And the women's basketball getting to the national championship tournament. Great Eagles basketball this season?
Yeah, it really was. Both teams, men and women. Very proud of the effort of all of our players and our coaches, everyone involved, and it was a lot of fun to coach this group this year and then to go out to Missouri and support our women's team as they were competing in the national tournament.
They didn't win that one, but for the second consecutive time that we were able to play, Bible College National Invitational Champions.
Yep, absolutely. So that was a great experience as well.
Strike one to Haley Crosby. She has a runner at first, one out. Fry worked the walk. The first base runner allowed by Sablin. And the 0-1 on the way and fouled this one off. And coach, a baseball team on a roll too. Didn't get to play Toccoa this past weekend, but they're winners of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, we were really very disappointed, to have that happen, especially at this time when they're playing so well, playing at a high level, really rolling right now. The pitching's really picked up, and obviously the bats have been live. So, we go to Bob Jones this week. That'll be another.
Yeah, I'm eager to see the Bruins in their first season of baseball. And I've been looking at their schedule. They struggled to start, but they're winning some ball games now.
They're winning some ball games.
That's not going to be an easy
over Johnson University up in Tennessee, and
Chopper, that should be an easy tag, and it is for the second baseman, Jasmine Lamung. Well, the Eagles get a base runner, but nothing else. It's 8-0 Tigers after 2. Sorry to interrupt you there, Coach.
That's all right. Yeah, so it's just, it's good to see that, and even though it's a first-year program up there at Bob Jones, they're proving to be very competitive, and so it's going to be a challenge for our guys.
Of course, they're competitive at everything that they've done. A lot of good coaching, a lot of good athletes, and a terrific school as well.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to watch that on the live feed this coming Friday night and Saturday. They're going to do theirs not on their regular live stream, but on their Facebook page. Offhand, I don't remember the exact title of it, but I've posted the link already on our site.
Okay, great.
So we're eager to see Bob Jones. Of course, we want to see TBC Eagles come away with a couple of wins.
Yes, sir, absolutely. So
Coach John Copeland in his 7th season. Again, even though this team had a rough start this season, they've come back and they've won a lot of ball games of late.
Yeah, they really have. I'm proud of the way they're competing, and I'm confident that we're going to be ready to go for this weekend and go up there and represent Trinity well.
All right, and of course the South Region Tournament coming up, and Coach Copeland getting his teams ready. Coach Bennett out here. Both teams have played really tough schedules, as they always do, without many NCCAA teams around. We now have Bob Jones, we have Toccoa, but we're playing one of the most brutal schedules that any NCCAA team has to play.
Well, and we're one of the, softball and baseball are the only 2 sports in our program that play Division I. So there's only one division in the NCCAA in softball and baseball, whereas all of our other sports, there's 2 divisions. And so in our other sports, we play Division II, which is the non-scholarship division. So softball and baseball, every time they step on the field, they're having to take on scholarship programs. And to be as competitive as we are, despite that limitation, is a testament to the outstanding job that our coaches do.
Ashley Combass will lead things off and takes ball 1 low and outside. And the best news of all is we're going to get to finish this season, and especially the baseball team may have a really good chance at winning that South Region Tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're excited for softball as well, because we're going to be hosting the South Region Tournament right here on this field next month.
And there's a pitch right down the middle for Mackenzie Fry. 1 2/3 innings now, 4 unearned runs, and that's a big deal. You're going to have a lot of teams and a lot of fans for those teams coming to our field.
Absolutely.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. This one is in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to showcase this beautiful facility and the city of Jacksonville. We've got a partnership now with the city's tourism industry to support our tournaments when we host them, and so they're realizing the outstanding economic benefit that our college brings, to the city.
Of course, Edward Waters College, another terrific Jacksonville school as well. That one misses up and away. They always have some really good athletes on their teams. We're looking at one of the teams right now, and their baseball, we battled them close. Could have won either of those games, but they came away with the wins, and we're going to play them again very soon. Here's a 3-1, and this one is popped up, and that is out of play, and the count is full. Combass was hit by a pitch and scored a run in that big first inning. Coach couldn't ask for much better weather, especially after the storms we had yesterday.
Yeah, that was incredible. Kind of a surprise to see that kind of a storm system come through this time of year, but certainly the rest of the week looks great, and certainly a great day to be outside supporting our women's softball team.
Talk about great. That changeup by Fry was great, right on the inside corner. Fooled the hitter, and she gets the strikeout. And Fry has now retired 5 in a row, and she will face Emily Smith, who was 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. And this first pitch down in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Coach, I got to take a minute to brag about my son over here, our cameraman. He's been starting to do some work at D1 UNF. He's beaten me to ESPN Plus. I'm a little mad at him for that, but also very proud of him.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw you post about that on Facebook the other day, so it's a great opportunity for Dean.
And this one in the dirt, that is ball 2. I may have a chance a little later in the month.
Yeah.
Obviously, TBC Eagles comes first.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you helping me get that set up.
Absolutely.
With
You're
UNF sports program.
You're one of the big secrets here in Jacksonville in sports broadcasting.
Well, I'm hoping that it won't be that much of a secret much longer.
Well, people are starting to find out, and that's why they're starting to call. And we've loved having you on the broadcast for all these years as the voice of the Eagles, and you do a great job. And that shows up in the compliments that come through on the thread on our YouTube channel.
I love doing it too.
Out.
Absolutely love doing it. Of course, I also do the high school athletics as well. And the TCA softball team is going to play one of the best teams in the state of Florida Thursday night. We're going to carry that on the TCA Conquerors Athletics on Facebook. And that is ball 4. We'll put Smith aboard. So that breaks a string of 5 in a row retired by Mackenzie Fry. Leadoff hitter Valeria Johnson at the plate. She has twice reached on an error, stolen a base, and scored runs.
Ray, I'm going to go ahead and take off, but thanks for having me on the
And
podcast.
we always appreciate you giving us a couple minutes of your time.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Trinity Baptist College Athletic Director and men's basketball coach John D. Jones joining us here live feed, and we like to have him on whenever he gets that opportunity. Now he's just going to be a fan of the TBC Eagles before he heads on off to take on some other activities. Well, runner at first, 1 out. Fry's first pitch is lifted high and deep towards center field, on its way back and gone. Valeria Johnson hits the first pitch over the center field fence for a 2-run homer, and the Tigers lead now 10-0. Not much doubt about that one. Emily Smith also scores on the blast. And for Valeria Johnson, that is her 3rd run scored on the afternoon. That is her 2nd home run of the season, and RBIs 7 and 8. So 1 out, the bases are empty for third baseman Jade Mention. She is 1 for 1 officially. She's also walked and stolen a base. So Fry is ready, and the pitch is up and away for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. And the 1-0 on the way, and this one misses outside. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. We mentioned that TCA softball game Thursday night. Both teams among the top-rated teams in the state of Florida. Trinity Christian, number 1 in Class 2A, taking on a top-rated West Nassau team, I believe is a member of 4A. They are 1-1 against each other head-to-head so far this season, and the rubber game will be here this Thursday night. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. High pop foul down the right side and onto the ground, and it's 2-2. Mention walked in the first, was erased on a fielder's choice. Drove in a run with her base hit in the second and stole a base and was left at third. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Tigers batting in the third, and this one is in the dirt, and the count is full. Conference out there at the mound, and Coach Perez talking with his hitter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch. Ball 4 is low, and that puts Mention aboard. Brings up Ivy Moreland, and as I said before, her beating out that potential double play ground ball and getting in there at first helped lead to the 8-run first inning, because a good number of those runs came after 2 are out. And if not for her hustle, those runs would not have scored, because those batters would not have gotten to the plate. And she blistered that one foul down the right side, and it's 0-1. Moreland again came in hitting .397, a homer and 22 runs driven in. With her runs scored in the first, she now has 6 runs from the season. Here's the 0-1. This one is low, and it's 1-1. Jade Mention can run. She is 8 for 9 in stolen base attempts. Moreland calls time and wants to talk to her coach. Again tomorrow, the Eagles are here on the home field for the final time in the regular season. They're taking on Fort Valley State. Eagles will then finish with 4 consecutive road doubleheaders against some really tough competition. A ball and a strike, runners going, a ground ball through the vacated hole, a perfectly executed hit and run. It gets by Moesha Jones. Mention around third, a throw to the plate, has a chance. It is in time, but not held on, and the Tigers get a run. That'll be a base hit into left for Moreland. She takes second on the throw, and an error charge to the left fielder, allowing the run to score. (11-0) Tigers. Brooke Spalding at the plate, 0 for 1. Hit by pitch, a run scored, and a strikeout. And this one misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Spalding bunts and pops this one foul into the net. So a ball and a strike, 1 out. The runner at second is Ivy Moreland. Eagles will be at College of Coastal Georgia for 2 on Friday the 16th and Columbia International for 2 on Saturday the 17th. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt, and Brittany Fry makes a nice block. Then Trinity Baptist will finish the regular season April 19th at Ave Maria, and April 20th at Warner University. We get a chance in a moment, we'll let you know what the Tigers have coming up. As ball 3 misses low and inside. 3 doubleheaders remaining for Edward Waters College. Talladega College at home, 12 p.m. on Saturday the 17th, and then Bruton Parker on the 20th, next Tuesday at 3 p.m., a doubleheader with the Barons. Ground ball towards short, good in Fields, throws to first, and it gets by Crosby. That allows Moreland to take third, and Spalding in at second, and that'll be an error on the shortstop. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Passion Mills up next. Edward Waters will finish the season on April 24th at Weber International University in Babson Park, Florida. New pitcher for the Eagles, Lana Fletcher. We'll tell you about her in just a moment. Lana Fletcher, 2-10 on the season, a 6.05 earned run average, making her 16th appearance overall. She has started 12 of those now 16 times. She has 5 complete games, 1 shutout, 59 innings, 100 hits, 51 earned runs. First pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Brittany Fry. Passion Mills has walked and scored and also grounded to second. She has 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch, a chopper towards third. Haynes will lift the runner back, throw to first, and it gets by Crosby. That allows Moreland to score. Spalding around third, she will score, and Mills all the way to third. That will be an error on the first baseman. 2-run score, and the Tigers lead 13-0. And a pinch hitter coming up now for the Tigers. Now batting will be Epiphany Liphart. And the first pitch from Fletcher is in the dirt. One ball, no strikes, and a fastball taken upstairs. Liphart 1 for 3 on the season with an RBI. She has 2 balls, no strikes, a runner at third, 1 out, and she takes ball 3 low and outside. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way and catches the outside corner for a strike. Liphart, a freshman from Astronaut High School in Titusville, Florida. Outfielder, left-hand hitter. 3 balls and a strike, and the pitch. And strike 2 is called on the corner. So a count of 3-2. 1 out, runner at third, and a pitch swung on and missed. That is out number 2. Jasmine Lamung is the scheduled hitter, but the Tigers are going to send up a pinch hitter for Lamung, wearing number 3, Michaela Solway. So Solway will have a chance to drive in the run. Nothing out of 2 so far on the season, and the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Passion Mills is the runner at third. And this one is up and away. One ball, one strike. And the pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2. 5 runs are in. 2 of those are earned. Valeria Johnson had a 2-run homer earlier in the inning, straight over the center field fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fletcher delivers, and this one is popped foul and out of play. Well, we'll see if Liphart and Solway stay in the game and take the field when the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the third. Here's the 1-2, and a ground ball towards short. Gooden will field, throw to first. In time. Crosby had to reach for it, but held the bag, and that retires the side. Tigers bat around, get 5 runs, 3 earned. 2 hits, 2 walks, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 13-0 Tigers. Bottom of the third, Moesha Jones, Yasmin Brown, and Katie Gooden are the scheduled hitters for the Eagles. Michaela Solway has stayed in the game. She's playing second base. And if I'm seeing things correctly, Epiphany Liphart is in left field. They were the 2 pinch hitters for the Tigers in the top half of the inning. Moesha Jones gets her first at-bat of the season. Left-handed thrower, right-handed hitter, and she's facing Milani Sablon, and swing and a miss. It is strike 1. Now, Mo, a member of the women's basketball team, has also played softball the last couple of years, but she was unable to play at the beginning of the season, partly due because of the great run that the women's basketball team had. She takes this one up and away. 1-1, and her first at-bats against flame-throwing Milani Sablon, who has allowed just 1 walk in the first 2 innings. 13-0 Tigers lead. 1 ball, 1 strike on Moesha Jones. And the pitch, and that one is right down the middle. And And the 1-2 swung on and missed, and that is strike 3 and out number 1. Yasmin Brown, the senior, getting another nice round from the home fans. And the first pitch misses low. One ball, no strikes. And there's a roller towards short. Cut off, and a good strong throw by Brooke Spalding for the out. That ball was ticketed for left field and the first Eagles hit, but Spalding made a really nice scoop, and she was able to get the out at first. Katie Gooden at the plate. She tapped the first pitch back to the box. Made it close at first, but Sablon made a really nifty play. That's a second baseman, Michaela Soloway, right on top of Gooden, and this pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Valerie Johnson, the first baseman, is well behind the bag. Of course, the other two infielders also playing in tight. Gooden usually puts the ball on the ground, and a looping liner. That's going to be trapped, but tag on the bag for Valeria Johnson. Gooden almost got that one over the infield and into right for a base hit, but a nice job by Johnson. And that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Eagles in the third. We go to the fourth. It's 13-0 Tigers. Top of the fourth, 13-0 in favor of the Tigers, and Ashley Combas was the scheduled leadoff hitter, but Danica Appling will take the at-bat. So will be Appling, Smith, and Johnson, barring any other changes from head coach Manny Perez. First pitch from Fletcher, right down the middle for strike 1. Danica Appling, nothing out of 11 on the season, but she has driven in 2 runs. No balls and a strike, and the fastball misses upstairs. One ball, 1 strike. Emily Smith is in the on-deck circle. And the 1-1, line drive, and that is a base hit into right. So Appling gets her first knock of the season, and she is aboard to open the fourth. Good, solid line drive single, and it brings up Emily Smith, who is 1 for 1 plus a walk. She has driven in a run and scored twice. Appling 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Fletcher's first pitch right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Valeria Johnson waiting on deck. Smith showing bunt. We'll see if she does, and she pulls it back and takes a strike on the outside corner. Yasmin Brown having a very tough time with the sun. She's having to use a glove to shade her eyes. She is looking directly into that bright orange star. There's a slow roller toward third. Haynes will go to second, and that ball is dropped, and everybody is safe. That's going to be an error on the second baseman. So 2 on, nobody out. Emily Smith will be credited with a fielder's choice. Valeria Johnson at the plate, and this pitch is in the dirt. She has homered, 2-run shot last time up. She's also twice reached on errors and scored both times. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. That one's called a strike at the knees. Wind blowing gently out towards right as you see Old Glory out there in center field. And the 1-1. And that one's taken on the inner half for strike 2. Hartung might have had trouble with that throw because she had to turn and face the direction of the sun as well. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 1 away and the second strikeout for Lana Fletcher. Brings up Jade Mention. She has walked twice and driven in a run with a base hit. 1 run scored as well. Runner at first, 1 out, actually first and second. And the pitch, she shows bunt, has a chance to beat it out. Haynes will not have a play, and that will be a base hit. So Jade Mention is aboard with the bunt single. Loads the bases, puts Appling at third, Smith at second, and brings up the DP Ivy Moreland. She singled and scored her last time up. She's 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a high drive well hit towards left field. That one is off the fence. That's going to score probably 3. 1 run is in. 2 runners both around third. The throw to the plate is cut off. And that is a 3-run double for Ivy Moreland. That ball almost got over the fence, but it hit off the fence and cleared the bases. Brooke Spalding at the plate, reached on an error and scored her last time up. Runner at second, 1 out, and she takes the first pitch on the inner half for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And a pitch. High pop foul, and that one is out of play. For Moreland, she now has 25 RBIs after that 3-run double. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This one is fouled off, and the count remains 0-2. Passion Mills is in the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. And the pitch misses low, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And a ground ball towards third. That is foul. Haynes ready to fire across. That one took a left turn right in front of the bag. So Spalding returns. Moreland returns to second. A ball and 2 strikes and a ground ball towards third. This one is fair. Haynes will throw to first, and this one is in the dirt, and everybody's safe. Strickland stops at third. That will be an error on the third baseman. Runners are at the corners. And now I'm hearing the umpires shout something. I didn't quite catch what he said. I heard the words "off the bag." And Spalding is being called out at first. Being off the bag, that's going to go as a 3 unassisted. And there are 2 outs. I believe the call was Spalding broke contact with the bag while Fletcher was ready to make the pitch. That is an automatic out. So no balls and a strike. And the pitch. Line drive towards left. Jones on the run, makes the catch. Well hit, but Moesha Jones, great to see her back on the field. She's a good one out there, and she runs that one down near the line, and that retires to the side. 3 runs. 2 hits and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 16-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 4th, Jordan Hartung will lead off for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles, followed by Crystal Haynes and Mackenzie Fry. Those are hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Hartung, her first time up, laced one very hard, but right at the left fielder at that time, Caitlin Lemug. Epiphany Liphart is out there now. Danica Appling stays in the game in center field, and Hartung takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. Milani Sablin has allowed just 1 walk, and that's been the only base runner for the Eagles. I want to thank Coach Jones again for giving us a few minutes earlier today to talk a little bit about TBC Eagles, especially both basketball teams who had terrific seasons. And let's remember the JV basketball team had a winning season as well. Here's the 1-0, and that one catches a corner for strike 1. A perfect pitch by Sablin. Melania, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, Sablon. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch misses low, and it's 2-1. Balls and a strike. Sablon is ready, and a line drive into right field, and that's a base hit. Looked for a moment like Soloway had a chance. It just grazed the very end of her glove, and the Eagles have their first hit. Well, Hartung has swung the bat well both times. She's now aboard, and it brings up Crystal Haynes. Well, the no-hitter is gone. Let's see if the Eagles can put a rally together. Haynes grounded to short in the first. That ball's in the dirt. Hartung off the bag, and a snap throw, and the runner's back in time. Emily Smith, the catcher, kept the ball from getting by and had a play at Hartung, but throw just a little bit late. 1 ball, no strikes. Haynes pops this one up toward the dugout. That one is going to fall safely. Count even at 1-1. Haynes usually makes pretty solid contact. She's been a tough luck hitter this season, hitting some rockets, keep getting caught. There's another rocket, well hit towards center field, on its way back. Well, we told you Crystal has swung the bat a lot better than her numbers might show. That is a 2-run homer, and the Eagles are on the board. Certainly hit hard enough. The question was, did it have enough elevation? And the answer is yes. And a 2-run shot for Crystal Haynes. That's her first home run in RBIs 6 and 7. Lana Fletcher at the plate for the first time today. She came in for Mackenzie Fry. So she's in the cleanup spot. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Lana, normally a pitcher only. She is 1 for 6 with an RBI on the season. She's also drawn a walk. Here's the 0-1, and this one misses outside. Chance for Lana to swing the bat. And here's a 1-1, and that one might have been up out of the zone. Fletcher went through it, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop up. That's going to hit the ground. Fletcher will beat the throw. That was a tough play for Emily Smith. Not sure how they're going to score that one. But Lana Fletcher is aboard. Brittany Fry at the plate. She walked her first time up and takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike. And that one is in there for strike 2. That was being ruled as an error on the catcher, allowing Fletcher to reach. And the 0-2 high drive, well hit towards left. That's going to be off the fence. Fletcher around second on her way to third. And an excellent job out there by Liphart, getting it in and keeping Brittany Fry to a single, but the Eagles have runners at the corners with nobody out. That ball looked like it had a chance to get out. A little bit more elevation and it's gone, but that one hit high off the fence. Fletcher on her way to third, runners at the corners, nobody out. Haley Crosby at the plate. Third hit for the Eagles. Crosby a swing and a miss at a hard fastball. Might be the fastest pitch that Soblin has thrown, and that's saying quite a bit the way she has fired some bullets here today. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and she quickly gets ahead 0-2. Thought for a moment we had our second homer of the inning, but that one hit off the fence. And again, a great job by Liphart to get that ball in very quickly and keep Fry at first. That one nearly hit the batter. It's 1-2. Now Fletcher had to wait until she knew the ball wouldn't be caught, so she was able to get to third, but no further. And Coach Bennett calling time. So we have Fletcher at third, Fry at first, Crosby at the plate with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs are in, the 2-run homer off the bat of Crystal Haynes. She's no stranger to hitting home runs on this field. She did that quite a bit as a TCA Conqueror. Meanwhile, we now have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Morgan Wells takes over at first base. Count of 1-2 on Crosby. And the pitch. In the dirt, Wells takes off. The throw goes to the shortstop. Design play by the Tigers, but with a big deficit, Fletcher not taking any chances. So runners now at second and third. And this one is fouled off to the right side. And we're going to see if they credit her with a stolen base, Wells, or a defensive indifference. No indication just yet. Here's a 2-2 in the dirt, blocked. And again, with the Eagles in a big deficit, they're not going to take any unnecessary chances on the base paths. Three balls, 2 strikes. Crosby at the plate. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, so Crosby is out. That's out number 1. Third strikeout for Sablon. And it brings up Elizabeth Rodriguez with 2 runners in scoring position. Wells credited with the stolen base. There's another one in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Smith hasn't let much get by her. One ball, no strikes. First base is open. And the pitch misses high for ball 2. Rodriguez has driven in 7 on the season. Chance to drive in 1, maybe 2 more. Here's a 2-0. Good swing at a good fastball in the outer half. A little bit late, and it's 2-1. Wind has completely died down as you see the flag on the pole out there in center field indicating. And ball 3 is low and inside. Moesha Jones waits on deck, hoping for a chance to drive in a couple of runs. Sablon delivers. Ball 4 loads the bases. Time called. Coach Perez walks on out to the mound, and we'll take a break ourselves and be right back here on TBC Eagles. Moesha Jones, a chance to drive in 1 or 2, and the pitch is in the dirt. She's 0 for 1, went down on strikes the first time up. This is her first game of the season. She was helping as an assistant coach when she wasn't playing basketball, but now she's back on the field and chases a high fastball. It's 1-1. The This is a tough pitcher to face in your first game back. One ball, one strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, chased one up out of the zone, and there are 2 away. Yasmin Brown. Chance for her to drive in a couple of runs on her special night. It's not her final home game. They're going to play again here tomorrow afternoon. And the first pitch to Brown, low and inside. And in case you missed it, Coach Jones made the announcement earlier. Trinity Baptist is hosting this year's Softball South Region Tournament. So now that that's been made official, we'll get the site updated before long. And one ball, no strikes, and then the pitch misses up and away to make it 2-0. So a count of 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. And Brown takes this one in the zone. South Region Tournament is scheduled to begin on April 26th. And the 2-1 swung on and missed, and the count is evened up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Brown is out, and Sablon gets out of a jam, but 2 runs for the Eagles on 3 hits and a walk. They leave the bases loaded. Crystal Haynes goes deep and drives in 2. After 4, it is 16-2 Tigers. Top of the 5th, 16-2 in favor of Edward Waters, and the hitters scheduled are Epiphany Lippart, Michaela Soloway, and Danica Appling. Lippart 0 for 1, went down on strikes the first time up. Shows bunt, takes one on the outside corner. Lippart came in as a pinch hitter 1 inning ago. Make that 2 innings ago. And a high pop-up just behind the infield. Rodriguez makes the catch right where the dirt meets the grass. Good defensive play from Elizabeth Rodriguez. 1 out, base is empty. Michaela Soloway at the plate. 0 for 1. Came in as a pinch hitter in the 3rd and grounded out to the shortstop. Good swing, and she fouls this one back. No balls and a strike. Fletcher ready and delivers and misses low. Once again, we will end this feed once this ball game is over. Start up a new one right as game 2 is ready to begin. So look for the red live indicator. Here's the 1-1. And strike 2 is on the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes. Fletcher has struck out 2. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. A great changeup. That is out number 2 and strikeout number 3 for Lana Fletcher. So with 2 outs and the base is empty, here is Danica Appling. She came in as a pinch hitter in the 4th and laced a single into right and ended up scoring a run on the 3-run double. Ivy Moreland hit off the left field fence. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Tigers batting in the top of the 5th, leading 16-2. And there's a strike on the inner half, and the count is even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Chopper foul down the third base side, and oh, Coach, that's the second one you've muffed. All right, that was a slow roller. We're going to have to give you an error on that one. Coach Manny Perez, his 3rd season leading the Tigers. Graduate of Columbia College. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fletcher delivers and misses up high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And ball 3. And the count is full. Payoff pitch from Fletcher. Ball 4 will put Appling aboard. First walk allowed by Fletcher, and with 2 outs and Appling aboard at first, here's Emily Smith. She has scored 3 runs. She has singled, walked, and reached on a fielder's choice, and her base hit in the 1st drove in a run. 2 outs, Appling at first. And a high pop-up, foul territory. Crosby, just outside the white line, is able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Well, a walk, but nothing else for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Edward Waters 16, the Eagles 2. Tigers will send a new pitcher to the mound. Taking over for Milani Sablon will be Cameron Sumner, who is 5-2 with a 3.83 ERA. She'll be making her 17th appearance. She has started 6 times and has thrown 2 complete games. Sumner has pitched 45 2/3 innings, 58 hits, 25 earned runs, while walking 9 and striking out 20. Sumner, a freshman from North Christian High School in St. Petersburg, Florida. Taking over for Milani Sablon, who went 4 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 3 hits. She walked 1 and struck out 3, and she did not allow a hit until the 4th inning. Jordan Hartung broke up the no-hit bid, and then Crystal Haynes followed with a 2-run homer. Eagles then loaded the bases, but Sablon was able to get 3 strikeouts with a walk in the middle of them and get out of the inning without any further damage. Katie Gooden will start things off. She has grounded to the pitcher and hit a 1-hopper right to the first baseman. So Gooden will try to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. And just like we saw the last time Gooden batted, 3 infielders very close, even with the pitcher. And the first baseman, Johnson, way back behind the bag. Gooden pulled back in time and took ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Cameron Sumner in relief of Milani Sablon, and there's a bunt right back to the box. Sumner will turn and fire and get the out at first. Gooden can run, and she made that a close play. That ball was tapped pretty briskly back to the pitcher. Sumner had to put some mustard on that throw to get the runner, and she did and made a perfect throw. Jordan Hartung is 1 for 2, and she's hit the ball very hard both times. A line drive caught in left, and then the base hit to right we told you about just a moment ago. Sumner's first pitch is low and outside. These Tigers pitchers, they can throw some fastballs. They have a team ERA of 2.73. That one misses outside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Hartung ahead 2-0. A lot of room on the ground up the middle. And the pitch. Line drive, 1 hop. Going to be fielded by Spalding. The throw to first just in time. It was low, but Johnson dug it out. And that is out number 2. When that ball came off the bat, it looked like it was headed into center field. Had some topspin to it. Spalding made a strong throw low, but then Johnson was able to scoop it and keep Hartung off the bag. 2 outs, bases empty for Crystal Haynes. We told you what she did last time, and she hits a hard 1-hopper right back to the box, and that's the ball game. Final score, Edward Waters 16, Eagles 2. So the Tigers take game 1 in 5 innings. Winning pitcher Milani Sablon, 4 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Yasmin Brown will be charged with the loss for the Eagles. I don't think she's worried about that. It's her senior night, and that was the first time she's ever pitched, especially in college. And she's very happy to get that opportunity. So we're going to stop Game 1's feed right now. Look for the Live Now indicator in about half an hour. That's around 7:15, give or take a few minutes. Until then, I'm Ray Bureau. We'll see you in just a bit.